Hello, welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. We're in Chapter 8, Riverside Institute. If you remember, when we last left off, we looked at a book, and then this happened. Because Cthulhu. A book covered in human skin. His mind was projected into another body. This is... Well, I suppose this is a puzzle level. It's not too bad. There's stuff that you can do. You don't have to... you can burn right through it, as near as I can tell. From what I saw, it looks like you can just do it in a couple minutes, like if you were doing a speed run, I guess. Otherwise, there's a few things that you can do. You get a achievement if you heal all the patients, or treat all the patients, or deal with all the patients. And I got that achievement without really trying, just by playing the game, you know. As an old school RPG player, you know, you sort of talk to everyone and do everything, and as a last resort, progress the main storyline. So that's what we got there. It's just taking forever and a day to load. Alright, here we go.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him.
Okay, I can't even look around.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Explosive decomposition. No.
Very well. I'll examine him.
Let's see. Okay, so we can't see her stats. We don't know what she's got. And we've unlocked Irene Sanders. And their house. And the Nameless Bookstore. And some clues. Inventory. Oh, what's this? Oh yeah, the Celtic rune stones. And the amulet. We're carrying a lot of stuff. Alright. Let's doctor.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
He got sclorped.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
She's pregnant.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
I don't know what any of those words
So,
mean.
Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor, after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Something going on in the background there.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
I'm not sure what an edema is.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
Let's see.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in
Looks
his
like
arm,
edema's
it's
just
softer
fancy
than
for
that of a
swelling.
newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I believe the explanation is he's screwed.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended
What are you talking about?
dose
He's not
to
under
no
perfusion
avail.
right now.
And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier,
He seemed to feel better?
yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
Pump him full of saline.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
I don't think they used that
No.
word back then.
This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing
There's a hell of a
unnatural
conversation going on in the
mutations,
background.
and this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Oop, here comes Mindbender.
May I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
There's some weird facial hair, dude.
His physical characteristics, they are more
You
animal
know, get the
than
Van
human.
Dyke, but it's going up the
Fascinating.
jawline.
An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Well, that sounds a little sinister.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
Yeah.
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder, and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office. What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Dun dun
Of
dun.
course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Oop. There we go. We have control.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Hey, look, there's one of those little bottles. We do not have a light source, by the by. Okay, so look around the hospital a little.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see.
Aw,
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
poor nurse. Yeesh. Oof, and a hand pump, no less. Okay, here we have here we have an office. And there is Dr. Fuller's office, and she'll try and stop us. So I'll just leave that for now. Boiler room.
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
Sup? Alright, we have a couple things that we need to do here.
The key to the boiler room is missing. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I'll see to it right away.
Oof.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood.
Oh
Anything
man,
else?
that's a...
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
Oh.
That's a...
What state is he in now?
It's kind of a...
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
Kind of a... Texas accent, it seems to me. Makes me think of, is it Jodie Foster? Yeah, kind of makes me think of her. No, you don't want to talk. Okay. Do you want to talk? No.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw this.
All right. There we go.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I'm sorry. Dr. Fuller is a very busy
Maureen.
man.
Okay.
Well, is there anyone else who can tell us what's going on?
She's our only family, you know? And we can't even see her medical file.
How often does that happen?
Don't worry. I'm aware our institution is not
I
always...
mean, I've been to the hospitals
But your mother
numerous
is in
times.
good
I don't think I've
hands.
ever seen someone's
I'll
medical
tend to her
file.
myself and keep you informed at once. Would that suit you?
Well, that sure sounds great to us, Doctor. Thank you.
But those are just words, so we're not budging.
Very well. At least I'll know where to find you.
Kitchen can wait. Alright, so we got Ward B.
Please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation.
He's also wearing a bathrobe.
Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Okay. Yeah, no, we gotta get into the office. I can wait. What's up, buddy? Man, this is a fireplace in the middle of a hospital ward. Yeesh.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
You're screwed, buddy.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What about it?
The one that hides the smuggling business.
Oh no, not them. They don't go on that side of the island. Everyone in his place. The captain on one side, Cat on the other, and me. Well, I've been to the whaling station, I have.
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Okay, thanks for that enlightening story. Yep, I bet this is, what's her name?
So there's Harding. She's still sleeping. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Is that it? There's another bottle. Okay, I guess that's it.
What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room.
Oh.
Not where I expected to find it.
Okay, we haven't unlocked that little submission yet. Alright.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Give me 10 cc's of Coors, stat.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We
I don't know
haven't
what
been able
accent
to move
that
him.
is.
The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination.
That her accent I can't place.
He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
Okay. Ah, yeah, that's what I was missing.
His binds left bloody wounds.
So, doctor, what should we do with this patient?
It's like someone trying to do a southern accent and failing.
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, doctor. And as to his weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia. In the meantime, feed him intravenously.
It'll be done.
I think that's all the patients. I believe we'll have to check, I think there might be some in Ward A as well.
So, Doctor, have you been able to examine our mother?
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
That is some very oily soup. Let's go check out Ward A.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Alright, we already looked at him. That's where we started. And now we're done. Okay, so I think in order to start...
Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
So I think to start getting to Fuller's office, I think I have to confront her. Okay, so here we go.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Man, she's just twitching. Okay, so we gotta cut off the water, and we gotta distract her. Let's see, it was in the Block B office. There we go.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
No, this isn't suspicious at all. So we got the pharmacy. Where's the boiler room? Bathroom, administration, pharmacy, boiler room.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
There are tools all over the place. Okay. Let's see. Trying to remember where it is.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
Not what I want. Storage room, maybe? Nope. Nope. Not in there. What's in here? Aha! I found a tool.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Yeah, I kind of feel guilty about Elizabeth, too. She was in... No. Where was she? She was... I just went around in a circle.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Right. Wrong room. Alright, so there's the boiler room. It's the pharmacy. Bathroom. Ah, there she is.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Oh, that's a hint to where the boiler room or something.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Poor Elizabeth. Poor Elizabeth. I'm sorry, Elizabeth.
last. The missing files must be hidden here. The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders. Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Oh, it's one of these.
I've unlocked something.
There we go.
Patient files.
I am not
I was
good
right.
at puzzles like that. So you just kind of flail about randomly. There's a phonograph in another room. I'm just making sure there's nothing else in here. Oh, no, I guess I have to use this phonograph. Okay.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins.
Oh.
The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls...
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
It goes without saying that these peculiar illusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins.
Why is Ethan on medication?
Hey, a shoe. Oh, we got everything. Okay, so he was going on about the blood.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
Sounds like a British nursery rhyme or song. Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller.
When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
Dun dun dun. Alright, so, basement. Doing okay on time. Basement, storage. Basement. There's the blocks. Smoking in the kitchen. Basement. I'm sure this is perfectly safe and wise. Boop, 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 boop. This isn't creepy at all. How very Silent Hill. Oh my god, how many stairs? I'm doing this for a reason. Okay. So I know what happens when I go to this door. I wanted to see if there's anything else I could do.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Good night.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
Yeah, okay.
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Your gun isn't loaded, dude.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we?
Well,
Whose
we just
life
did that.
the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait! No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
All
Okay.
right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
Can I rescue the doctor? Will we rescue the doctor? Will I get into a car accident? Does this crow mean anything? Find out next time! Alright, so next time we'll be going back into the Institute, I guess. Until then, have a good one.